Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Oh, sorry, afternoon na dek, ito 05 na. Okay, so this is by the way CE 35, section E1B, no? Sakto inyo nasudlan, siglahi. CE
Yes, sir.
Yes,
35
yes,
E1B.
po, sir.
Okay. So this course is basically your um second final year project study course, no? For CE only, basig na sa laag from other course, no? This is only for CE. So the course is a 1 unit lecture, no? So in this subject, I'll be the one to monitor your progress and also provide some inputs, no? I will also arrange for your defense together with the department chair and monitor your progress. And this will be actually one critical step for you to graduate. No, you need to submit to us a certification that you completed your thesis. No, i-attach mo yun na sa inyong book, and this subject is very critical on that aspect na um, mag undergo mo sa scrutiny sa panelist and mag-submit po sa uban requirements, no? So here you will find the course description, no? This is intended for undergraduate CE students in the senior level, no? Since this is a 4 year program, no? Senior nato is BSCE 4, no? Instead of 5, no? So it's the first time that this course is offered, especially to you as the pioneering batch. And then the final project is your capstone, no? So in FYPS 1, you may have been taught how to do the proposal and prepare chapters 1, 2, and 3, and also to look for a prospective advisor, no? And then for FYPS 2, you should proceed with that step, but you will undergo many revisions, no? Don't think that your first write-up will be your final revision. It will be still the first revision that you will have. So we will go under the knife, no? Kung surgery pa na under the knife, no? Knife magyapon kay we will extract your words and also check if you committed plagiarism. No? Very important nowadays. Okay, all your works will be run in Turnitin, and if ever we detect a certain degree of discrepancy in your plagiarized scores, that will be basis for you not to be granted a diploma, no? Basta mag-plagiarize. So ato lang na siyang give sa inyo ang lecture on how to do that, no? There will be series of lectures, seminars, and workshops related to that, to improve your degree of writing in your own way and in a more technical and proper manner. So our course is structured with about 6 major requirements, no? First is you need to attend the course introduction. Of course, this is that. And then you need to do chapter submissions and revisions. So na-update na atong e-learn. You will see there some of the main course pages. But I haven't added yet the activities. No? Once I have the activities, I can give you instructions what to submit, when to submit, and how are you gonna be graded on it. No? There's also schedule for defense and presentations. No, defense will be done, I think, in 2 steps. First is in-house defense. So that would mean nga ang inyuhang guest ana will be some of your classmates and faculty members of the CE department. And then the last defense, or shall I say first of the last defense, is with invited panelists and some faculty members from the college. So you will defend your paper with this invited panelist. They will grade you and they will give you um, recommendations. They might also tell us if you need a redefense or if you need major or minor revisions in your paper. So Defenses will also be scheduled in class nga ako lang sa ang panelist, and then you will present whichever update you have on your paper. Fourth are seminars and workshops, no? As mentioned, natin mga seminars on like how do you improve your work in Turnitin, how do you write properly, how do you prepare related literature, how do you structure your paper, just like the finished product of a final year project, no? So, natin workshops on that. And this actually comprises a small percentage of your grade. It's mostly attendance, no? Fifth are abstracts and conferences. No, you will prepare a version of your paper in condensed format and also the abstract form, or shall we also say extended abstract form. You will be required to present this one in a conference. No, we organize our in-house conference in the college, which we call as the final year project display. You are required to present there online, no, albeit online, and also receive feedback from anyone who wish to attend your session. You will also be graded, but this time this will be select faculty members from the university. In this presentation, whatever grade you will get will also be reflected in this subject. So i-collect na muna siya. In that presentation or conference, you will also be required to present your poster. No, I haven't added it yet in the grading system, but there is a poster and also your main presentation. Okay, the poster is just a one-page summary of your research, whereas the presentation, which runs for 10 minutes, is the venue for you to present your work. Okay, and then about 5 to 10 minutes will also be given for you to receive feedback and answer some questions of the panelists. Number 6, you really need to finish your book. I still have to ask the dean if what's the main requirement, if it is a printed material or if you are allowed to just send us a digital copy. No, I will still ask. But what we used to practice is that you need to print the book, at least 2 copies. No, one you can keep for yourself. The other one needs to be left in the department. Okay, and then you need to attach a digital copy. No, ipa-burn mo ang tanan data, tanan attachments, and your book in that CD. Then i-attach ninyo na siya sa book. Okay, so muna na siya ang final. But I still need to ask kung unsay final requirement karon, kung allowed ba ang digital form. No, okay, before in my time allowed ang digital form. That was the first time. No, dili ganito siya kanang COVID na time. Gi-allow to siya nga CD ra mo i-submit, walay i-print nga book. No, pero kami ra pud sa tanan nga nasa XU nga gi-allow. So di nimo makita lugar among mga research dito sa department because of that rule way back in 2013. Okay. So having said that, this is the course outline. Any activity that will be posted or required from you will be contained in any of these modules. No? So you need to complete and check from time to time kung unsang deadline or kung unsang activity. Now, most of our chapter submissions, defense, abstract, and final books are graded by group. Okay? So I'll be also collecting your groupings again. No? Kaya wala na ako na collect last semester. And then wala po na forward sa ako list ang inyong mga advisors. So I'll need to collect first your group names, even if ang inyong classmate, inyong groupmate is nasa PICA section, so dili ninyong classmate. So pwede ra na siya kay magbuhat ng tag-forum nga dito ninyo ibutang names. Then sa grading na lang na ako na i-adjust kung asa mo nga group na belong. Also, your updated titles should be added, no? Kaya ka-change mo ng title. I understand nga they change from, say, ang una, structural analysis, but second di ay kay strength determination na lang, or third di ay kay kuan na lang kanang structural member determination na lang. So mas gigamay lugar, no? So it happens in some cases, no? So don't be sad kung ingon ana kay kanang part man na siya sa cycle sa kanang research work na to. Next, mostly our outline will work this way, no? week 1 to 3, which culminates now, no? Third week pata nagklase. Course introduction, and I will also consolidate all of your research progress. No? Kung whatever progress you had from FYPS 1, I will compile that and you will be graded accordingly. As long as you comply, you will get perfect score. No? Kung delayed ang submission, na-atay deduction. Week number 4 to 6, which starts next week, I will start to give out comments for chapters 1 and 2, and then you need to revise accordingly. Kung wala pag chapter 1 and 2, kaya po magsugod na kanang this will not be revision but first submission. Week 7 to 8, no? This is approaching na ni siya March. Revise chapter 3, no? Mag-revise yung tag chapter 3. Ayaw gid mo kagul kung sige pag-comment, sige revise. Kaya part man na sa inyong improvement, no? Week number 9 to 15 will be chapters 4 and 5. If ever you have collected data, you have analyzed them, you can then prepare chapters 4 and 5. You can also schedule for a pre-final defense with us, no? Some of our faculty members might be invited before we endorse you for a final defense with your panelists. No? Kaya di man na basta-basta nga, mag-invite din mo panelists na pag mag-invite ra ba mo panelists is katong muhatag sa inyong tsada nga grado, na inyo rin mga amigo or relative, no? So naatay certain degree of kanang consanguinity nga i-enforce for that, no? Week number 16 to 18, that is the schedule for remaining final defense, final revisions, submission of your FYP abstract, the display, which includes the poster, and then whichever seminar and workshop that we can also give to you. No? Kaya na may seminar and workshop in the university which I may require you to attend, no, related to your research. Or those that I can find online, ganyan lang i-attend. Just submit the certificate of participation or confirmation of your participation, then that's okay. For the last 2 weeks dayon, you need to submit your draft book. Final book for printing or e-copy depends on what the final rule is. And of course, clearance. No? What is a clearance? Clearance is not the same with your admit to exam clearance. Ang clearance dire is katong gitawag nga, if I may show you the sample, no, para magkasinabot taon sa pasabot ng clearance nga thing, no. Journal kinsa may pwede anyway. Let me check. Saan po din gisulod? Ano karon pa man gisulod si Plaza? 18 minutes naman. So ang inyong book na siya structure nga ang first page na siya approval sheet. Kani siya. Manin yung clearance, no? Kaning approval sheet usually signed by your advisor. Then the department chair or whoever is the kanang secondary advisor, depends, no? Kung duha yung advisor pareha ni duha yung butang. Sa panel of examiners, actually alisdan yun yung pangalan sa kung kinsa inyohang invited nga panelist, okay? And then I had mo sign si Dean o si in this case Ma'am Julie for the chairman, no? Ang sa FYPS instructor, I will sign somewhere here, no? As the kanang consolidator of all your forms. Importante kayo ning approval sheet, no? Kung mag-apply mo masteral pohon, pangitaan mo evidence sa inyong papel or gitawag nila book. Kani siya, dili man necessary ihatag niyo imong book dito, mag-apply kag UP lugar, mag-apply kag Ateneo. Ang ila lang pangitaan is approval sheet, signifying nga nakabuhat kag thesis sa undergrad. Para pag abot nimo og masteral, dili nakapangitaan, no? Kay kung wala ka, ipa-take gid kanila og research nga course. The other thing ang importante ni siya is kung kanang ang estudyante bitaw limtanon, nakoy case before katong nag-pandemic pa gyud, nangayo siya grado sa amo, which ingon may nga ikaw ra ang wala natagahan og grado sa imong grupo, pangitain yung approval sheet kay mo to among basihan kay namo gud na part dire oral examination with a grade of, kay mo na ang basis sa grade. Nakato siya nga estudyante kay in the middle of their thesis na buros, so carry over siya sa iyahang classmates, so nahimo siyang zero force member. Pag carry over, nangita na siya output dito, siya gitabang sa end. Yang classmates wala gi-share sa iya ang approval sheet kay nagmahay pud sa iya. So, ang rule man sa department is pangitaon ni siya as basis of the grade para makakuha siya diploma, makatrabaho siya somewhere. So, importante ni siya nga inyong pangitaan kay requirement pa ni for graduation. So, prepare gini siya ahead of time, no? Mangita na mo da ang panelist. And this will be basis nga na complete nimo ang course for whichever purpose nga imong gamiton ni siya. Next, references, no? Nag-add lang ko uban reference diri. I'll share to you the FYPS 2012 edition, policies, procedures, and guidelines. I'll share also some local journals in engineering, no? Para na mo'y guide unsa ang kanang language, no? When you write a paper, dili man ni siya like fiction. This is not even fake news, no? It should be bounded by or grounded, no? Not just bounded, but grounded by truth and peer review. Then sa last pod, i-share na ko sa inyo ang tanan copies sa FYP journals kay basin ni parehong title, basin pod na ay kanang similar og research na may ma-refer. I also have that database in my system, so if you need, I can share it to you. Apart from that, there will also be some manuals na kung i-share depende sa needs sa inyong thesis, no? So I'll just be here like a library nga kung namoy kinahanglan pasig na ako akong i-share, no? But I won't be able to advise everyone, no? Let's be clear on that. You have your own advisors. Okay. Next, grading system, no? This is one important thing to discuss for this morning. Your grade is computed as 35% midterm grade, 30% final defense score and final book, and 35% after midterm class standing. Okay? Important ni siya nga mahibawan nga 30% yun ang defense og ang book. Daho ay siya bearing sa grade. After midterm class standing shall compose of your pre-final defense score, no? 20% na siya sa 35. So dako gyapon na around 7% na siya. Bulk of your participation in the class shall include FYP conference, 25%. Diri na apil ang inyuhang book, ang poster and inyuhang presentation score. Diri na siya 25% of the 75%. And then 30% will be the chapter submissions after midterms, no? Importante gyapon eh. Na ako'y i-send out po sa inyo yung progress report, no? 10% na siya, 4% on seminars and workshop, and then 6% on abstract submission. Kung i-total nimo ni sila, 75% na siya. So kung kuha mo pila ni siya tanan from your total grade, multiply lang ang 75 o 35, makablo ka pila yung weight ani niya. Next, naagya po ng org card submission sa membership, no? 5% na akong i-enforce, kaya di mo ni siya related sa course, pero kabalo ko nga na gusto mag-A, na gusto mag-A-MI, kay papason sa scholarship. So, might as well add it here para matawangan mo musaka. So, kung full participation, 5%. Kung partial, 2%. Midterm grade will be 10% of prelim exam. What's the prelim exam, no? June na ni siya next week. First revision of chapters 1, 2, and 3, or whichever we can complete. Sa midterm dayon is second revisions of chapters 1, 2, and 3 or whichever we can. Kung up to third revision na mo, much better, no? Kaya ang ato amang scoring ani, whichever is your last revision, mo tuin yung score. No, dili na ko i-average. Okay, for example, first submit ninyo yung score is say 55. Bagsak man na. So dili na ko nakwaon. Balik na ko na sa inyo. Kana na pod i-improve ninyo hantod mo sa kanyang grado. Okay? So sa maapas lang pinaka-last submission mo nang inyong grade for midterms. That includes for the after midterm class standing kung unsa inyong last na ma-submit mo to ang graduhan. And then for the midterm, no, especially karon midterm pa man, 60% of class standing which includes 40% chapter submissions, no? Kung mag-comply lang mo with the scores, you will get a point for that, no? So, connected ni silang prelim, midterm, o class standing. 15% po dahil ang progress reports, no? Tagaan mo format ngayon i-fill up. So, pag-assign na mo kasi mag-prepare sa progress report. And then, 5% sa seminars and workshop. If ever wala tayo seminars and workshops sa midterm, i-carry over lang ako ni siya sa chapter submission. Okay? Same here, kung wala tayong ma-schedule, i-carry over ni siya dito sa chapter submission. Okay? So as a summary, what are your course requirements? Final defense, final book, class standing, which includes chapter submission, revision, progress reports, seminars and workshop, FYP conference presentation, and poster ni siya. Ako lang i-edit ang inyong lecture notes later. This includes poster. And then last is org card membership as agreed with PICE. Okay. Next, details on the course requirements. You may also find this one in the syllabus. No, I'll be uploading it when it's finished. No, so muna yung mga chapter submission, seminars, workshop, progress reports, abstract conference presentation, which includes the poster, pre-final and final defense, and then your final book. The final book will have a draft version, and then ahay na po ang final book. Ang final book, dili man ka na ang gagraduhan kay for compliance man na. Kung nakahuman ka sa draft, i-apply ni mong revision, naka-submit nga book. Once na-submit lang nimo ng final book na approve, dako na siya bearing sa grade. No? Around 15% na siya. Okay, 50-50 maning duha. Kani dire. Final defense score and final book. 50% ani, so 15% of your grade book. 15% is the final defense score. Okay? Ang defense, by the way, they have their own rubric, no? And this will be graded by group, no? So, dili gid magtinanga kung mag-ask og question ang panelist, dapat naging mutubag, no? Balabalahan gid na, dili pwede nga na magtanga, dili pwede nga na dead air, dapat na mutubag kay para na amoy grado. Kay once gani nga dili mo katubag, dugangan ang sa panelist ang question, magsamot yung problema. And we will also do some seminars on how to improve your kanang presentations, no? How you can even present it in 3 minutes kung kaya, no? Na may mga competitions on that, 3-minute pitch. So, doon tamo unsa una siya for your pre-final and final defense. Kita ko ba ini siya bearing sa grade. What else? Okay. Kanilang. Now, do you have questions or clarifications? Yes, Princess. What's your question?
About sa submission, sir, like, is it as a group or parang individually? Yung, I mean, lahat ng pass.
No, as mentioned lagi ganiha, tanan ni siya, no? Ipakita man ako ni tanan ni chapter submission, defense, abstract and conference, and final book are done by group. Ang individual lang ani is ang seminars and workshops.
Yes, sir. Like, if done by group, sir, so like, isa lang magpasa for ano, like...
Yes, isa lang. By group man.
Okay. Sir.
So, mutong mag-collect ko sa inyong names kay ang submission, isa lang man. So, any representative of the group can make the submission, no? But I'll also check kung okay na tong system sa e-learn nga by group ang submission dayon what grade your submission gets i-apply na sa tanan, no? Kay kapoy kay nang ako pa yung manumanog input sa grado sa isa ka estudyante, no? Ang problem lang ana kay kung inyong members na belong sa PICA section. So kana pod ako pa na siyang pangitag paagi kung saan nga mas mapaspas og pakita sa inyo ang grade kay take note inyong timeline is different from what you had last year. Okay? I also need to show you your kanang calendar. Ang inyong calendar dapat nakahuman na mo sa tanan by week 18. Katong akong gipakita gani nga 1920 extension lang to siya if ever dili niyo ma-complete. Kidagan man pud mo og kanang rason, no? Di man nato na ma-level off sa tanan. So ideally May 16 to around May 21, nakasubmit na mong libro. Kung di mo makasubmit within this week, pwede mo i-extend sa 19 and 20. Pero ang disadvantage ana kay pag magtawag na sa kanang graduates, wala inyong pangalan. No, sakit kay na siya nga gitawag na dito ang lista sa graduates, wala inyong pangalan. It happens, no? Kay wala mo ka-comply sa requirement. So mahitabuan na, kung di mo makakomplete by week 19 or 20, ang tendency ana is that sa Marian mo graduate. Okay? So take note lang of the timeline kaya this is very important for you. So dapat at least May 16 or middle of May, humana mo sa inyong thesis. So pila na lang man kabulan, duha na lang kabulan inyong ma-focus ani. So kung ayaw pa mo mag-thesis sa duha ka bulan, ambot na lang. Unsaan na to na, no? Murag, magpakitabang gid mo advisor, unsaon na nga mas mapaspas. Any other question or clarification? Isay nag-raise og hand.
Ayop to siya, sir. Joke na to.
Ay, sorry. Who else? Napay question or clarification? That I don't know kay wala pa manggoy committee gi-create. Once na i-discuss nga committee siguro by earliest March makabaluta. Kay ang FYP conference will be May, so March mag-prepare na. Pero last year bitaw, it was online. I still don't know kung unsay updates karon. Princess, ikaw to?
Yes, sir. Sa ano po, sir, about sa defense po, like, na-mention before ni Ma'am Annabelle na, like, parang like, ano pa, pinapropose pa, like, if possible, like, maging face-to-face yung pag-defense. Pero selected lang na groups ba? Is it true po?
Yeah. Ako lang sa nang kanang pananghid pod kay what was approved for you is that kung mag-collect mo data or magduog analysis, pwede mo mag face-to-face sa XU. Pero wala pa na-appeal ang panelist. Okay? Pero basin pwede nga, while you do, okay, covered man siya sa kanang permit nga nakuha na mo sa CHED, nga nag-prepare mo inyong work sa XU. So pwede ra nga nag-present mo in XU, but your panelists are outside. Gi-invite na ninyo through Google Meet or Zoom. So, kana akong gakakita nga possible nga way nga makapresent mo. Kay lahi ra mo gutong matapok mo, di ba? Kapoy mo kay tong kanang online gyapon mo mag-present tapos namo sa inyong kabalay. Masyada tong at least majority of you are in XU. So when you present sa XU nga facility, then i-broadcast na din siya to your invited guests or panelists.
Oh, sige po, sir. Ay, tapos sir, about sa seminars and workshops, like, kayo bahala mag-provide ng parang date or seminars?
Yes. Usually, may schedule man ang Kuro for seminars and workshops. No? So, mag-attend mo adto. It could also be a presentation of all KSSR awardees. No? So, i-require mo attend, anak. Kay presentation man siya. Kay, dili lang man na inyo lang topics ang ma-discuss naman po from other departments, no? From social sciences, from biology, chemistry, or any other fields. No? So, interesting magyapon maka-hear sa ilang mga findings.
So, saan po kami ma-keep updated, sir, about it here sa eLearn, sir?
Sa eLearn. Oh. I'll also be requiring you to fill out a registration form, no, para makuha na ko inyong emails. Kay what I find magud sa SLMI is sayop ang mga emails, no. If I also send only to your MyXU emails, usahay di ninyo mabasa. So magbuhat na lang ko registration form, and then from that registration form, dito na din ko mag-send sa inyong emails for announcements, no. But I usually mirror my announcement. Kung nag-send ko email, nasab siya sa eLearn. So you can find in eLearn in the schedules or perhaps specific requirements for that seminar. Okay. What else? Anyone na pa mo ask a question?
Okay na yun sa akin, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, Princess. How about the rest?
None sa ako, sir.
Is there still
Okay.
a possibility that some of our groups are displaced among sections, sir? Or dili yun?
What do you mean? Displaced?
Like that issue we had like kanang last time where we're separated with tatanan. So can we still act on that if ever we are like if a group's not together?
What do you mean for the class schedule?
Yeah, kailangan daw ta mag-adult drop classes or pwede na ta or if we can do what we did last semester and just communicate.
No, dili na mo pwede mag-add og drop. So kung unsa ninyo na-enroll nga section karon, that's more important. No? Amo na yung mag-agreement sa time when you want to meet with your classmates or group mates, no? Kay ako ra man po ang teacher for the two sections, so it's not really a problem. Katong last time, problem to siya kay 3 different instructors. So, mong gibuhat ato si Ma'am Bel na lang naghatag sa tanan instruction para uniform. Then the rest will just grade per advisory group namo. So,
Yes,
no
sir.
need to add and drop. Hello, Pete? Napay question?
Wala na, sir. Thank you.
Okay. How about the rest? Wala na?
Murag wala na, sir.
Wala na. Okay, since this is the first meeting for introduction raman sab, no? Just check sa e-learn kung unsa atong next nga requirement for you, no? Pero to give you an advance info, I will be collecting your first 3 chapters, your group names, updated title, and schedule you for some presentations, no? So, kanang upat akong pangayon sa inyo within the month of February. So, i-prepare lang na sa daan. So, check lang in e-learn what needs to be submitted, what needs to be scheduled, or even kung naga ni errors sa pinaka-importante ani list of names, no? Okay, wala ko'y puntol kinsa inyohang gi-add sa inyohang team. Na usahay malimtan ang usa, then it's a very kanang detrimental factor kay pason mo gud nato ang inyong grades earlier, no? Nagi cases nga nalimtan gid og sulat ang group member until the end. So, ang mogawas gid sa iyang gradebook is 0, F gid na siya. So make sure lang you write all of your group members, no? Maski gamahay mo na nila, i-write lang gihapon kay lisod ka ayo mga INC or mga 0 basta thesis nga subject. So, kana lang for now. Thank you everyone for joining our next meeting because this is a 1-unit lecture. We only meet once a week, no? So, we have another follow-up schedule by Feb 14, no? On a Valentine's Day. Sorry about that, no Valentine's. So, thank you everyone for joining. See you next week. Bye and God bless.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.